The most powerful fashion movement on the planet right now isn't coming from Paris. It's not Milan. It's not London. It's not New York. It's coming from Africa. And one specific style is quietly taking over wardrobes on every single continent. You've seen it on red carpets. You've seen it at global summits and state dinners. World leaders wear it. A-list celebrities are obsessed with it. And everyday people across the world are waking up to it right now in 2026. But most people still don't know its full story. It's called senator wear. And by the end of this video, you will understand exactly why it doesn't just belong in your wardrobe. It needs to be in your wardrobe. Let's start with a number that will shock you. The African fashion industry is currently valued at over $31 billion. And it's projected to keep growing aggressively through the rest of this decade. That's not a trend. That's a takeover. For years, the global fashion conversation was dominated by the same names, the same cities, the same aesthetic. And people were getting tired of it. Then African fashion stepped onto the world stage. And everything changed. Suddenly, the runways of Paris and New York weren't just featuring European designers anymore. African designers were sitting front row. Then they were on the runway. Then they were headlining. And at the center of this revolution was a style that had been quietly perfected for generations right across the African continent. Senator wear. But here's what most people don't realize about this style. It didn't just appear overnight. Its roots go deep. And understanding those roots is what makes wearing it in 2026 feel like so much more than just putting on clothes. So let's break it down. What exactly is senator wear? At first glance, you notice the silhouette immediately. Clean, sharp, tailored to perfection. Senator wear typically features a matching top and trouser combination, crafted from premium African fabrics. The most iconic of those fabrics is aso-oke, a hand-woven textile with centuries of history woven literally into every thread. Then there's the embroidery. This is where senator wear separates itself from everything else in global fashion. The embroidery on a well-crafted senator piece isn't decoration. It's a signature. It's a statement. It's a story. Intricate patterns stitched by hand around the collar, the cuffs, the chest. Each pattern carrying cultural meaning passed down through generations of African artisans. And the cuts. The modern senator silhouette has evolved dramatically. Today's designers are blending traditional craftsmanship with contemporary tailoring. The result is a garment that feels ancient and futuristic at the same time, rooted in heritage, built for right now. But here's the question. Why is 2026 specifically the year this style is exploding? The answer involves three things happening simultaneously around the world right now. First, the originality crisis in mainstream fashion. Look at your wardrobe right now. How much of it looks exactly like everyone else's wardrobe? Fast fashion has flooded the market with the same cuts, the same colors, the same recycled ideas season after season. People are hungry for something that actually stands out. Senator wear doesn't just stand out. It commands attention in a way that no mass-produced garment ever could. When you walk into a room wearing a tailored senator piece, heads turn. Full stop. Second, the global shift toward conscious consumption. In 2026, people aren't just asking how a garment looks. They're asking where it came from. Who made it? What impact did making it have on real people and real communities? Senator wear answers every one of those questions beautifully. Most senator pieces are crafted by skilled African artisans using ethically sourced fabrics. Wearing senator wear means directly supporting African craftsmanship, African businesses, and African communities. That matters to people now more than ever before. Third, cultural pride is having a massive global moment. People everywhere are reconnecting with heritage, with identity, with roots. African fashion, and senator wear specifically, is the most powerful visual expression of that reconnection available in fashion today. It's not just clothing. It's a conversation starter. It's a statement of values. And right now, the entire world is ready for that conversation. But knowing the why is only half the story. Because the designs themselves in 2026 have reached a completely new level. African designers have been pushing senator wear into breathtaking new territory this year. And what we are presenting in this collection reflects exactly that evolution. Let's talk about what makes these 2026 pieces genuinely different. The fabric combinations are bolder than anything we've seen before. Designers are now blending traditional aso-oke with modern premium materials, creating textures that feel luxurious and deeply authentic at the same time. The color palettes have expanded dramatically. Classic royal blues, deep burgundies, and rich forest greens still anchor the collection. But now you're seeing unexpected combinations. Earthy terracottas paired with gold embroidery. Midnight black with silver threadwork that catches the light beautifully. The silhouettes have evolved for the modern body and the modern lifestyle. These aren't pieces you save for one occasion a year. The 2026 Senator designs are built to move with you, to work for formal events, for cultural celebrations, for high-powered meetings, and for moments when you simply want to look extraordinary. And the embroidery craftsmanship on this collection. We have to pause here because this is where these pieces become genuinely exceptional. The level of detail in each embroidered design tells a story that stretches back centuries. And yet every single stitch feels completely current. Every piece in this collection is a conversation between the past and the present. And wearing one puts you right at the center of that conversation. But there's something even bigger happening beneath the surface of this fashion movement. Something that explains why African fashion isn't just growing. It's becoming the most important cultural force in global style right now. African designers are no longer waiting for permission from the traditional fashion capitals of the world. They're building their own stages. Lagos Fashion Week has become one of the most watched fashion events on the planet. African designers are landing major collaborations with global luxury houses. African fashion influencers are generating millions of views and driving purchasing decisions worldwide. And the narrative has completely flipped. For too long, African fashion was described as inspiration for Western designers. In 2026, the world has finally caught up to what Africans have always known. Africa doesn't inspire global fashion. Africa leads global fashion. Senator Wear sits at the absolute pinnacle of that leadership. It represents the full power of African creative vision, precision tailoring, cultural depth, unapologetic elegance. And here's what wearing it actually means in today's world. When you wear Senator Wear, you're not following a trend. You're ahead of one. You're wearing a piece of a movement that is reshaping how the entire world thinks about style, culture, and identity. That is what makes this collection more than just a fashion release. It's a statement, and it's one the world needs to hear right now. So let's bring it back to you. You came to this video because something about African fashion speaks to you. Maybe it's the artistry. Maybe it's the cultural richness. Maybe it's the sheer visual impact of a perfectly tailored Senator piece. Whatever brought you here, here's what we want you to walk away knowing. Senator Wear in 2026 is not a niche style for a specific occasion. It is a complete fashion statement for any person, any culture, any corner of the world who wants to wear something that actually means something. The craftsmanship is unmatched. The cultural story is irreplaceable. The visual impact is undeniable. And the movement behind it is only getting bigger. This is your moment to be part of it. Now, drop a comment right now and tell us which design from this collection stopped you in your tracks. We read every single comment, and we want to know which piece speaks to you. If this video opened your eyes to the power of African fashion, hit like right now. It helps more people find this movement. Share this video with someone who needs to elevate their wardrobe game in 2026. And if you're not subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? We have another stunning collection dropping very soon. And trust us, you do not want to miss it. Until then, stay elegant, stay bold, and always wear something worth talking about.